Bryan, you guys have anything to add? Did you want to do a Bryan's Words of Wisdom?
Bryan's Words of
I was
Wisdom.
trying to think of something I could possibly add to that. If anything, I'll just say it kind of coalesces like how we met is that like you'll go through the industry and like again like some of the worst shows you'll meet some of your best friends. And we were on a show that was not great.
See, I told the good story, but you can tell the other one.
Yeah, I'll just keep this.
You guys were on a terrible show together?
There was a little known show called Out of Jimmy's Head, which was when
I remember that. Cartoon Network, yeah.
Yeah, Cartoon Network decided we wanted to do live action.
Yeah.
On our Cartoon Network. Mm-hmm. And part of it was the live action, and Danner was in charge of supervising, directing the animation that we had. And at the time, I had just learned Flash from Tony Miller, who is our mutual friend. Yeah. And that's how I got on the show, because Tony couldn't do the gig and gave me the test, and I did the test, and I came over there for Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And then
his test was crazy too. Like he had the character like turning into shark teeth and stuff, and I'm like, man, this guy ain't using stock. Hire him quick.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, and part of that was like you were always doing the layout boards,
right?
For a lot of the show, and like sometimes like, all right, you gotta draw on top of the live action.
Yeah,
I was like, I can help with that. I can draw. And like you gave me some of those boards, so I was like, yeah.
It's like please, because I was on set.
Yeah, okay.
And I was the guy.
So on the live action set.
I was the guy that had the ping pong ball on a stick that was acting with the characters and going like, "Hey kid, here we go," and like, how did that look? Okay, it was. It was. I mean, listen, I got a lot of live action experience out of that, which was pretty cool, and I've done other projects with that knowledge.
Mm-hmm. But live action is always late. Which means that ain't an animation time, so we had less time to animate.
Oh yeah, we had no, and then I was on set in Downey from 7 to 5, and then I'd have to go to Cartoon Network after and work. And we worked until like 8 probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I never slept on that show. But
yeah, that was a rough
well, at least it was a huge hit, and it had 40 seasons now.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, it did really well. It did so well.
Yeah, but the lesson from that
we bonded over One Piece.
One Piece, yeah. Because you had One Piece and Mega Man stuff.
Well, he was the only person I'd met so far that like knew what One Piece was.
Oh wow!
Because I was the only kid in my high
all
school
about
in One Piece.
And ditto, like no one else I knew in the business knew One Piece.
Yeah,
like,
well now we have a gang now.
Yeah, we started it.
Yeah.
We started that shit.
Yeah,
I
wish we could pan over to the left because there's just like a One Piece shelf.
Yeah, I have a whole One Piece shelf over there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the quick note is the fact that I said, hey, do you need help with this specific job? Because I know it's something I could do. That's something you're allowed to do in the industry. It's just like, hey, there's a need that needs fulfilling.
Yep.
Let me take the initiative and try it out.
No, he asked. And there's no problem with asking.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I add on to that?
Go for it.
This is good advice for anybody.
Ooh.
Was that your neck?
That was my neck.
I thought that was the dog toy again.
It felt pretty good.
That was gross. I feel like right here.
Anytime you give advice, we need to interrupt you with some kind of crinkle.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It adds to the moment.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing. Remember when you're asking for help, quote unquote. It's better to ask for advice because advice is always free.
Okay.
Help costs something. When you say, "Can you help me?" it means like, "Oh, now I got to move your couch." But you go, "Hey, can I have some advice?"
Yeah.
Everybody's got advice, and sometimes that advice turns into help.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when that's advice that they think they can help you with. So, for instance, building off of what Bryan just said, when he said, "Hey, like, what do I?" You didn't say I want to do this. You said, "What do I need to do to get into more of this?"
I think so, yeah.
And I went, "Oh, well, here, do it." You know what I mean? And what went from advice turned into actual help, and that's important
that makes good point.
because you don't want to put people out because that's how many times it's like, "Will you read my script?" or "Will you do that?" And it's like, how about just like, "Hey, how do I do this?"
Sure. Yeah.
And half the time the conversation will be answered with, not only kindness, but like
let me help you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I think the key word there is conversation. You're having a conversation with the person. Yeah. You're not asking for stuff from them.
Yeah.
Give me this. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because that
gets
gets really demanding. It's just like, I don't have time to devote to your need, but like if we have mutual needs that we can fulfill, there, go for it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And if you don't have the mutual need, the advice is still free. Because you can still, in that conversation, give them the advice. I just had a writer friend of mine say, "How do I break into animation?" And I go, "Well, for writing, if you don't have any animation experience, it's going to be tough. But you have production experience, and that might be a better way to sort of like get in, and then find your way." And he said, "Well, thank you for the advice." And that was it. It was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Versus like, oh, now I got to take this guy's resume all over town.
Help me get
you know
a
what I mean?
job?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just perspective,
It's all about the way things are framed.
And we've been friends ever since.
Yep,
It's been a bromance up to
10 years.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 10
Has it
years.
been 10? I
It's
feel
been-
like it's been
no,
longer
it's
than
been
that.
12.
Yeah, it's
It's
been
been
longer than
12
that,
years,
yeah.
Out of Jimmy's
I know.
Head was 2006, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, man. I have it on DVD, Blu-ray. I
Yeah,
have
you
no,
can
I'm
tell.
joking.
Doesn't-
You can barely find it on YouTube.
No.
Yeah, you can, but there's some
Bromance.
teenager talking over it going like, what a terrible show!
That's
And it's like, oh.
Awesome.
We had fun. We had
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, at least that's the whole thing. As long as you have fun on the shitty show you're
Yeah.
on, that's what matters. Should I do the intro again, or are we good to go?
No.
Great.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
let's
We're
go.
So there was an intro, and then there was about 45 seconds to a minute of awkwardness. That will serve as our musical intro today, just us rambling about nothing.
Here we are.
And now, here we are.